Live from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, we've got baseball on the show. It's the Tampa Bay Rays and the Milwaukee Brewers. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. And on the mound in this one, Chad Patrick. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup move. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in a bat.
Chandler Simpson leading things off and takes the strike. Pulls it in, one away.
Batting second, the first baseman, number 8, Jonathan Aranda.
Swings through that one, 0-1. Out towards left center. Yelich has a beat on it. And there are 2 outs.
Batting third, the third baseman, number 13, Junior Caminero.
Out to short. Ortiz tosses to first, and that's the 3rd out. Back here in Milwaukee, and on the mound for Tampa Bay in this one, Drew Rasmussen. What do you look for here?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Late swing, foul to the left. And now 1 and 2. Stays alive. And delivers outside. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Batting second, the right fielder, Jackson Del Rio.
Swings through that.
Inside ball. Ball inside.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Outside
Ball 3.
low, and now 3 and 2. Too high, and it's ball 4.
Batting third, the center field,
One
number
down,
44.
and now it's Julio Rodriguez.
Rodriguez.
Right side. There's one. What a
He's
double
out.
play that was. Inning over. Top of the second.
Leading off
Now up for Tampa Bay.
the catcher,
Cal Raleigh.
Raleigh.
No count. Not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Gets him to chase after that one. Patrick goes 6'1", 215 pounds, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2021. Good job to fight that one off. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
That is the designated hitter, Cedric Mullins.
In the air, left field. Takes it in for the out. Jake Fraley will hit next.
The right fielder, Jake Fraley.
No score here in the second. Two down, nobody on. And that is out of play. That
Ball
misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. In the air, left field, down the line. That one is foul, and he'll see another. Hard on the ground to first. Here's the tag, and he's out. That is the inning. Back here at American Family Field. Now the Brewers cleanup hitter, Christian Yelich.
Christian Yelich.
Ball, that's just out.
That one ripped, but foul. The 1-1. Rip, but it curls foul. The 1-2. That's a ball. Tried to attack with a sweeper. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's a 2-2. That one almost got him. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
The catcher, William Contreras.
Ball, that's low. That's in. Ball 2.
That one missed. That keeps a corner. This one in the air, center field. DeLuca takes it in for the out. And there's 2 away.
Batting 6, the
So up
designated
next,
hitter,
Sal
Sal
Frelick.
Frelick.
That's a ball.
Well struck right field. That's got a chance. Gone. Straight into the visitor's bullpen. He'll take a trot around the bases. The Brewers score first. It's 1-0. Swings through that one.
Ball. That's out. Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. Bottom half of inning number 2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Top half of the
Leading
3rd
off
inning.
for the
Now
Braves,
up for
the
Tampa Bay,
shortstop,
Taylor Walls.
Wall.
There's a swing and a drive. Bangs off the wall. Throws to second. And that's a leadoff double.
Batting 8, the second baseman, Ricky Palacios.
Ball. That's inside.
And it's second. Almost got him. Payoff pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
3-2 on the way. Drilled in the air out towards right center. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to 3rd with 1 away. So next to the
Batting
plate
ninth,
for Tampa
the
Bay,
center fielder,
Johnny DeLuca.
Johnny DeLuca.
Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this.
3.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the left fielder, Chandler Simpson.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Swing and he popped it up. Ortiz gets there. He's under it. And that's the 3rd out. Back here in Milwaukee,
Leadoff
bottom of the
for the
inning,
Brewers.
Luis
Third baseman,
Rengifo
number
up down for the
13.
Brewers.
Louis Rengifo.
Line drive
Nope, that's
and foul ball. Misses
Ball 1.
just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. And he hits a ground ball right side. Aranda takes it to the bag. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
Batting 9, the shortstop, Joey Ortiz.
Swing and a miss. 0-1. Right through there for a strike. The shortstop
that's
takes the
outside.
ball. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's 2 down. Back to the top of the Milwaukee order.
2.
This is
Second
Bryce
baseman,
Terang. He
Bryce
struck out swinging at his first at bat.
Terang.
That one almost got him.
Ball, that's inside.
2 down, nobody on. That one fouled off. 2-2. Way
Ball 3.
inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Set
3.
down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. Start of the 4th,
Leading off
and
for the
stepping
Rays,
in for the
the
Rays,
first baseman,
Jonathan Aranda.
Aranda.
That one fouled off. And the 0-1. Pulls that one foul. 0-2 now. That's
Ball,
inside.
that's inside.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Swing and a ground ball. And it goes just foul. 1-2 now. In the air, left side. And there's 1 down.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the third baseman, number 13, Junior Caminero.
Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. And that one is lifted in the air. Chourio on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down. Now
Up
here's
next
the
for
switch
Tampa
hitting
Bay,
power
the
threat,
catcher,
Cal
Cal
Raleigh. He was a strikeout
Raleigh.
victim his first time. On the ground.
That ball's
And
foul.
that's just foul. 2 down, nobody on. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's got a chance. And that one is off the wall. And the tying run is on base.
He was all over
Up next
that
for
one.
Tampa
Anytime
Bay,
you smoke
the
a ball
designated
off the
hitter,
wall, you kind of
Cedric
think about what it could have
Mullins.
been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Ball.
Here's a 1-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Here's a 1-2. And
3.
that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Out of form, up
Leading
now
off
for
for the
Milwaukee,
Brewers, the
Jackson
right
Choria.
fielder, Jackson Choria.
To the right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. And aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for the Brewers, the center fielder, number 44, Julio Rodriguez.
There's a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch
Outside,
well
that's a
up
ball.
to this point. Well, these Brewers do a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only good.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still finds a way to get off the throw.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage. That might be the
Number
case today.
22, Christian Yelich.
Yelich
Ball, that's
takes
off the plate.
ball as he stands in for the second time.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And a big swing and a miss. That's
Ball,
off the inside corner. Ball 3. Foul ball there. And a payoff pitch. And they're all
That's ball
loaded
4.
up.
Up next for the Brewers, the catcher, William Contreras. Now pitching for the
Now a
Braves,
new pitcher for the Rays,
Number 47,
Ryan Baker.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Oh, and 1.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs one hitter at a time.
Ball, that pitch is out.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can...
Ripped on a line to center. Base hit! Aimed to score from third. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
The Brewers trying to break this one open. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Ball,
This is a situation
inside.
where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop. Up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. One runs in. Another comes in to score. A 2-run double.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Swings through that.
Full night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Breaking
Ball.
ball misses down and away.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
On the ground to the left. throws to first in time. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder.
Up next,
Runners at second and third and one out.
Third baseman,
Here's
number
the third
13,
baseman, Luis Rengifo. Grounded out his first time up. This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Contreras at third. Freeland over at second with one down. Ground ball right side. He'll do it himself. Now 2 away.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Joey Ortiz.
And that's
Too
a
high.
little bit high.
Ball.
And that's ball 1.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
Swings through that one. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Fights it off. You'll see another. Next
Ball, that's
offering
upstairs.
misses, and that's ball 2. Stays alive.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
That's ball 3.
That's off the mark. We'll count now. And that'll
Ball
load
4.
the bases.
Take your base.
The batter, number 2, second baseman,
Back to the top of the order. Now it's the second baseman, Bryce Terang. In the air to left center. DeLuca turns to the right on the move. And that'll do it. Ready now for the
Leading off
5th
for
inning.
Tampa Bay,
Now up for
the right
Tampa
fielder,
Bay, Jake Fraley.
Fraley.
Well, these
Off the plate,
Rays,
ball
as
1.
this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And a leadoff double for the Rays.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he
The
didn't
batter,
give in.
number 6.
Loud contact. Leads to the double. I mean, you can.
So the Brewers bring out a new
pitching
pitcher from
for
the pen,
Brewers,
Jared Kane.
number 47.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
That one in there across the letters. This one in the air center field. 1 away. Now here is
batter, number
Richie
1,
Palacios.
second baseman,
Fly to
Richie
center his first time.
Palacio.
And
Nope.
that's off
That's
the
inside.
inside edge. And that's ball 1. And that one is popped in the air. Shallow center. Out number 2.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the center fielder, Johnny Danuka.
Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first. In the dirt.
Got him.
Great pick. Got him. What a play. Back here at American Family Field. Up now from Milwaukee, Jackson Chorio. That one
That's a
off
ball.
the mark. Ball one.
Nope. Inside. Ball 2.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much
next,
more
the
likely to get
Brewer.
something you can handle.
The
That
center
fastball,
fielder,
middle of the
number
plate,
44,
jumped all over it.
Julio.
Absolutely smoked that.
Rodriguez. Now pitching for the
Edwin
Rays,
Uceda
number
comes on now.
63.
Well, they need someone to
Edwin
stop the bleed and
Uceda.
keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Foul ball. Chorio aboard here at first with nobody out.
This is
Ball,
one of
that's
those
out.
situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
On the ground right side. They take
You're
the first
out.
Quick recovery from the misplay. Pays off for the out.
Up next,
Here comes
Brewer.
Christian Yelich.
The lefty, number 22.
And he is walked.
Yelich.
On the ground, a second, might be 2. They get 1. Double play.
You're out.
What a twin killing to end the inning. Back here in
Leading
Milwaukee,
off for the
here's the Rays
the left
leadoff
fielder,
hitter, Chandler Simpson.
Simpson.
And there's a foul ball. The 0-1. Tap foul at the plate. Here's the 0-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. In time to Vaughn. Awesome play there.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the first baseman, number 8, Jonathan Aranda.
Here's a high chopper. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. 2
Up
outs,
next for
base is
Tampa
empty.
Bay, the third
So next to
baseman,
the plate
number
for Tampa
13,
Bay, Junior Caminero. He
Caminero.
has, as they like to say,
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower
Inside.
power.
Ball 1.
that's right. That one ripped. And that is that. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the Brewers catcher now,
The catcher,
William Contreras.
Contreras.
Ground ball left side and foul ball. Swings through that.
Then he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
The batter, number 10, designated hitter, Sal free lift.
Makes the sliding stop to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Andrew Vaughn
Up
now.
next for the Brewers, the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's out number 3. We go to the top of the
Leading off
7th.
for Tampa
Down
Bay,
here's the Tampa
the
Bay
catcher,
cleanup hitter, Cal Raleigh.
Inside, ball 1. That's ball 2.
There's the strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Makes the catch.
Up
One
next for
down.
Tampa Bay, the designated hitter, Cedric Mullins.
And a foul ball. Rush to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. Cedric Mullins sends it out. And they cut into the deficit. It's 4-1. Now up for Tampa Bay, Jake Fraley. 1 for 2. Pitch misses there. Ball 1. And it's fouled away. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. Late on that fastball.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
That missed by a lot. 2-2. This one in the air, center field. Takes it in for the out.
The batter, number 6, shortstop Taylor Wall.
Inside.
Ball, that's in.
And that is ball 1.
Ball.
Swings through that one for strike 1. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a bouncer towards third. Grabs it barehanded, and very nicely done for the out. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now a 4-1 ball game. Back here at American
Leading
Family
up for
Field.
the Brewers,
Up now from
the third
Milwaukee,
baseman, number
Luis
13,
Rengifo.
Luis Rengifo.
That one hit to right. Fraley moving under it. Takes it in for the out.
The batter, number 3, shortstop Joey Ortiz.
He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
1 out.
Back to the mound. He's got it. Throw to first in time. Back to the top of the order now. It's for the Brewers, Bryce Terang. 0 for 3 in this one. That's it at the knees, and it's strike 2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
That
nope,
just
that's a ball.
misses. Now 1 and 2.
Throwing the ball well, and they need this scoreless inning in relief right here. Been doing a good job keeping him in striking distance.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. In the dirt, it's 2 and 2. On the ground to third. Slings it across, and that is that. Back here in Milwaukee, now up for Tampa Bay, Richie Palacios. And that one hammered, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first, heading for 2. Pulls into second. That's a double to start the 8th.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the center fielder, Johnny.
Abner Uribe will take over here.
Number 45, Abner Uribe.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're at the top of the 8th. Fouled off. He was late. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. No outs. Runner on second. And a slider misses down and away. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's 1 away. So back to the top of the order. You have the left fielder, Chandler Simpson. And a foul ball.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits. Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
2 down.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the first baseman, number 8, Jonathan Aranda.
That one in triple digits.
All 1.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swings through that one. Foul ball, still a 1 and 2 count. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, inning over. Bottom of the 8th.
Leading off
Up now
for
for
the Brewers,
Milwaukee.
the right fielder,
Jackson Chourio.
Del Rio. Now
They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Cam Boozer.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1. Sliced hard, but foul. The 1-1. That's the third. Throws across the diamond. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Up next for the Brewers, the center fielder, number 44, Julio Rodriguez.
Hey! Ball 1.
Boozer, 33 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Late with the swing there. And they'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. Another 1-2. And downstairs. Got him looking. Throws him with the heater at the knees.
Up next for the
Two down
Brewers,
bases empty.
the left fielder,
Here's
number
the left
22,
fielder, Christian Yelich.
Yelich.
Ball, that's outside.
Fought off foul. The 1-1. Hot shot to third. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. Back here at American Family Field. Now up for Tampa Bay, Junior Caminero. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful, not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Swing and a pop-up. Turan under it. One up, one down.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the catcher, Cal Raleigh.
Ball 1.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss and a slider. Got it swinging for the strikeout.
Up next
Down
for
to
Tampa
the
Bay,
last
the
out for the
deputy,
Rays.
Cedric
2 outs, base is
Mullins.
empty. Next is the designated hitter, Cedric Mullins.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Hey!
Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. And that is strike 1. Foul ball there. The Rays down to their final strike.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Cut on and miss, struck him out, and that's the ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long